Hey, so this is my 41 weeks on T video. So a little bit over 9 months. Been a little bit since I made a video, so just wanted to update you guys. Um, I guess the things that have been on my mind a lot are being passed and identity shifts, or not actual shifts, but people's perceptions. Um, General frustration, family, mm, those are the main things. So I guess in terms of passing and being passed, what I've been thinking about is really just being frustrated about being, 9 months on T and not passing in most spaces. Oddly enough, well, I don't know if it's odd or not, but the spaces, my dose went up again, and I think it was just like too low. So in the past few weeks, I have started to pass a little bit more in especially gay male spaces, which is a really interesting dynamic, um, especially, and this ties into the concept of perceived identity that I was thinking about, especially having the person that I'm currently dating, like when she comes into those spaces with me, then being perceived as a straight cis dude essentially. Um, and people, I guess, also kind of being surprised, that I'm not a gay male from what they're seeing, and then B, that like straight people would be in a gay space, and it's just uncomfortable on a lot of levels. I think one big one being that I don't identify as straight, and it doesn't feel accurate or positive for me to be perceived in that way. I understand that, it, there aren't, especially the way that most people think about things and sexuality and gender and stuff. It's not like there's a multitude of options. I mean, especially, it's one thing to be in a queer space, then people generally do think on the spectrum kind of levels. Um, but in straight or gay specific spaces, um, slash the world in general, there aren't, you're either perceived as straight or gay or mm, lesbian, and I guess identifying on the masculine spectrum, it is preferential to be perceived as straight rather than a lesbian, obviously. Okay, this is getting like really rambly. Anyways, but it does feel uncomfortable because I like really strongly identify as queer, and to be seen in this straight cis light, isn't really what I want. Though of course I do want to pass, so there is that ambivalence there. But yeah, I guess part of me is just grateful to be passing in any spaces at this point, because I'm just like, what the fuck, I don't know. It's not like a comparative thing, but there's a lot of people's uh, videos that I watch, and by 9 months, it isn't this low of a passing rate. But, I anticipate in the next few weeks, months, obviously that's going to improve. What else? I guess one of the things that uh, changes that I've been waiting for and have been a bit slow is my voice dropping. I mean, it has dropped some, and it definitely can't go as high as it used to go. And if I try, it can go much lower, but I just want it to drop. I feel like maybe this is like whiny of me, but I'm just like, come on, get it together, body, self. But now that I have like more tea in my system, that'll help. Um, what else? What else? What else? Nothing else major. I mean, I don't know, changes wise, um, putting on more muscle, shoulders broader, mm, maybe like sideburn area and facial hair coming in a little bit more, um, face shape changing a little bit, more body hair, the usual. Um, I don't know. It's really hard to even look back on it because I want to look back on videos and be like, oh my god, it looks so different. And yeah, I know I do, but I think it's like when it's ourselves or even people close to us, there's so much subjectivity that you don't really know how you look. But I can look in the mirror and see like certain things that are different, you know. But it is definitely hard to have like a good perspective on it. And I feel like with people you know, like if they're people that like really know you as who you are, then they see you so much in whatever gender light that you are that they're not objective either. Or people that have known you for a long time that have had difficulty adjusting like pronouns or gender or whatever, like they see you so much in whatever light they originally saw you in that they don't know what you look like anymore either. So like no one really knows what you look like that's close to you. It's like there's like public opinion or people that have known you for a long time or people that have known you for a while and don't know you very well. Like I feel like in my case see me inaccurately. It's just frustrating. It's all frustrating, I guess, in this like in between point where you feel like I want to be valid. I know I'm valid in my identity, but I'm like I've been, you know, you make all these big efforts and like these really hard things of like going on hormones and telling people and correcting people, and it's just such a constant thing that you're just like, okay, like come on already, like I just want to get to that like easier place. Um, but it'll happen, and yeah. Anyone else is dealing with things, feel free to reach out. Other than that, life is crazy right now. I'm graduating from my master's program in a couple months, so workload is ridiculous. But yeah, that's about it. Alright, I will make another video soon, I hope.